Hello there. In this case is a small, light, easy to use machine that helps start your car if the battery's gone flat. Specifically, it's the VORSPRUNG Power Plus Car Jump Starter. In this video, we'll summarise the machine specification, test it on my car, and then decide whether it's any good. Welcome to CarSpyTV. Right. Within the case, we have the machine itself. We also have 3 types of cable, each of which I'll explain in a moment. These complement the UK plug that helps recharge the machine, and we also have some instructions if you fancy a little bit of bedtime reading. Now, according to the manufacturer, this machine can start petrol engines up to 8 litres, diesel engines up to 6 litres, and it can do so up to 40 times per charge. So, how do we use this machine to jumpstart a car? Well, first we look at this end of the machine and locate this rubber cover. And when we open that cover, like so, we see that port into which we need to connect this cable here. That's the big one that has crocodile clips on the end. So in it goes, just like that. We can now test the machine via this Nissan Micra, which has a flat battery. I'll show you. So when we try and start the car, we have absolutely no luck at all. We have a completely flat battery. So let's now connect the jump starter to the car's battery. To do so, connect the red clamp to the positive terminal of the battery, the black clamp to the negative, something like that, and then press the power button here on top of the machine. Right, it's now the moment of truth, so let's see if the car starts. Camera fell over. Cross your fingers then. Here we go. And no problem. Now, in addition to starting cars such as this one and those two, this machine can power and recharge a wide range of other devices. And that's where these 2 other cables come in. This one, for example, has 3 types of USB connector on the end, USB-C, micro and lightning. So you could, for example, connect your mobile phone. Whereas this one here replicates the 12-volt power socket in your car and takes anything that requires this type of socket, for example, an electric tire pump. So, if we look back at the machine, we can see this USB out port here, and this one is 5 volt 2 amp, and it's complemented by this USB out port here, which is a faster quick charge. And we can connect this cable that came with the machine to either of those ports. As for this cable, it plugs into that port there. We now have a few final points to consider. Number 1, if you want these charge ports to work, you have to also find this switch on the side of the machine and turn it from the off position to on. Number 2, on the top of the machine next to the power button, we have a gauge that tells us how much power is left in the battery, in this case 75%. And number 3, there's a torch on the machine here which comes on when we press and hold the power button, like so, and that's 400 lumens, which is powerful enough to be useful, and of course if you want to make it flash, we can do that as well. As for recharging the machine, well, that takes about 6 hours. Whereas that's quite a long time, bear in mind it does contain a large battery. Specifically, it's 22,000 milliamp hours. So, is this machine any good? Well, in my experience, yes it is. That's because it easily starts my cars, it's simple to use, and it comes with useful accessories such as these charge cables and this rather nice case. It's also small enough to fit in a typical glove box, so it's always there for emergencies, and far more convenient than relying on jump leads for which you need another car. As for the machine's longevity, well, I don't know because I've not had it long, but it feels solid enough. Time will tell. Anyway, that's it, but before you go, don't forget to subscribe to CarSpyTV, that makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time, hopefully with a working battery. Bye bye.